Здорово! Даньків продовжує проходити 4-й Fallout. Що ж. Квест з роздовбаним странними роботами караваном. Нам треба оглянути завод General Atomics. Ну що ж, так ми і зробимо. Кібернетичний утіль-бот. Та якого тільки тут кавуна нема. Да, завод просто кишить довбаними роботами. Ну нічого, я з ними справлюсь. закріплення. Да. Квантовий мусорник мені не роблять. Тож вернемося в замок і поговоримо з цією самою Адою.
Welcome to the General Atomics Quality Assurance Department, where we assure your functionality is up to our high standards. We must run a few tests before returning you to your caregiving duties. Now please, proceed into the first test chamber. First, we must test your disciplinary and behavioral management skills. A quality assurance associate will be playing the role of your high perceptual charge, Little Timmy. Little Timmy has broken a valuable vase while playing catch in the house. The vase was a family heirloom, and it is quite irreplaceable. Please, punish the child accordingly.
So I'm happy to be able to
Please, punish him.
If you were one of the ones already in the story about the whereabouts of Diamond City's most effective detective.
Punish it. Fantastic. The appropriate punishment was separation of the child from any potential source of entertainment. And please remember, corporal punishment is strictly forbidden unless the user enables it in your configuration mode. Please proceed into the second test chamber.
Минутку, а що, в робота є можливість включити конфігурацію тілесних
A
покарань?
proper reasoning unit must be able to identify the needs of our charges. Please assess the state of the crying child and fulfill its needs. Correct. The child was hungry. Your vocal tonality analysis programming seems to be in working order. Please take this opportunity to reconfirm that any dedicated muffling procedures are not left in your program. Now please, proceed into the third testing chamber. We will now test your hazard detection matrices. Please childproof this environment by moving any hazardous object to where little hands cannot reach. Childproof the room. Any potential tool of self-harm.
Я вроде бы убрал тут все.
Any hazardous objects.
Юрій мною захоплюється.
Hey,
You need something. A moment, please.
sure. I enjoy talking with you.
As do I. I owe you so very much, and I do not mean to sound ungrateful, but I fear I am barely holding myself together.
Please remove any hazardous objects.
It's all right. I'm here for you.
Thank you. That means so much. Becoming a synth is just so overwhelming. At first it was a struggle just to master basic functioning. How to brush the teeth, how to operate with only two hands, etc. But now I am full of inconsequential thoughts, feelings. How do you do everything with this whirlwind in the head?
I prioritize and tackle what's most important at the time.
That's helpful. You make it look so effortless, like breathing. But for me, it is so hard to focus, to do research, and inspiration is as elusive as ever. I fear I will never contribute anything to the world.
The world, not so sure. But you've certainly made a difference to me.
More feelings, no words for them. The saving grace in all of this is you. As a robot, I had much appreciation for you. But now, it is deeper. I am still loyal, but now I do this because I want to.
Of self-harm.
Because you are my friend.
You're my friend too, Curie.
This tells something in me. I have no idea why. I must cut this short. My eyes, they are malfunctioning. Adieu.
Як я пам'ятаю, раніше казав, похоже, змішалася програма научного помощника і програма Сінта. От в неї не розберіха в башці. Ну нічого. Привикнеш.
Any potential tool of self-harm.
Хоча я би опасався, що вона сойде з ума і почне кидатись на всіх подряд. Сінти крайні нестабільні. Скільки з них вирвались під контроль інституту? А тут якраз тіло. Ой. Тіло в живих существ. Корпус такого, який вирвався.
Howdy.
I'm relieved to see you've returned. Were you able to find anything in General Atomics?
I found this strange device on a robot.
Let's have a look. Impressive technology. If my analysis is correct, this is a specialized radar beacon. I suspect it's how the Mechanist was keeping track of the robo-brain you destroyed. As the next logical step, I need you to install this beacon within me so we can use it to our advantage.
Sounds like a solid plan.
I'm glad you agree. You'll need to use a robot workbench to ensure proper installation, and my presence will be required. In order to maximize our time efficiency, perhaps I should accompany you now.
Your presence is required?
Yes. In order to modify me, I will need to accompany you.
Yeah, come with me.
Let's be on our way.
3 a.m. here at Radio Freedom. Hope you're listening from a safe place. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Бляха. Потрібне масло.
Interesting. I wonder what you'll build next.
Yeah? Hey.
I'd be happy to help if I can. Are you ready to install the radar beacon?
It's time. Let's do this.
Good. The installation should be simple. Once I'm in the robot workbench, just install the radar beacon and I'll do the rest.
quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there. Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Adam говорити.
Hey,
Yes, a moment. The modification was successful. New hardware has been detected and software is updating. And installation complete. Analyzing Mechanist hardware. The radar beacon is receiving a strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
do you think the Mechanist knows we're tampering with the beacon?
I've already added failsafes to ensure my location is secure and prevent any unintended commands the signal may issue. Unfortunately, one of that will help us determine the signal's source.
It's a good start, at least.
Absolutely. With some additional assistance, I should be able to decrypt the signal and locate the Mechanist. Fortunately, I'm detecting another robo-brain in the Commonwealth that's receiving the same signal.
Finally, we have an advantage.
Perhaps, but it isn't quite that simple. The encryption on the source signal is complex, but not beyond solving. If you can bring me 2 additional beacons, they should provide the keys and algorithms that I need to enhance my decryption routines.
Are you sure this'll work?
I've calculated a 96.9% chance of success. Given your capabilities, I believe the odds to be in our favor.
All right, let's do it.
I'm uploading the location of the RoboBrain to your Pip-Boy now. Just be careful. These robots tend to travel in groups, so you're likely to encounter heavy resistance.
Hey, Louise.
Stay tuned for updates.
That power armor will provide adequate
I
protection.
need something.
Круто, переносна корабельна пушка, правда? О, помню, це дуже круто.
Any idea where they went?
Heads up.
Yes, my apologies. I think I've lost them.
Прокляті рейдери. Робомозг. Робомозг – це останнє ізобретіння General Atomics. Тут крайне проста. Робот, в якого замість центрального процесора живий мозок. Откуда в нього мозок, потім узнаєте. Ну, вони особо часто зустрічалися в третьому Fallout, помню. Основне, що вам треба знати, робомозги обично неуправляємі і в них безрозмірне самомніння. А що, раз в них живий мозок, то і чувства є справжні. Помню різні фрази, типа в тебе немає шансів, мій мозок набагато досконаліший. Мозок може і досконаліший, але от корпус дуже уязвимий до електрики.
One slightly dented, but still functional radar beacon.
This will do nicely. And, with any luck, it'll help us trace the Mechanist's signal.
Remind me how this beacon will get us closer to tracing the Mechanist's signal?
Each RoboBrain's radar beacon has unique encryption so that it can't be traced back to the source. However, acquiring 2 additional beacons should provide me with enough data to break the code. So if my theory is correct, this beacon will help us trace the Mechanist's signal.
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll do the trick.
I certainly hope so. I'm going to begin my decryption routine, but it could take a while. In the meantime, I've picked up another robobrain beacon signal. It should be the last one you'll need to collect.
So where exactly is the last robo-brain located?
Yes, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? If my calculations are correct, the signal is coming from... Oh, this isn't good. Location confirmed. The robobrain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
Who or what are the Rust Devils?
Allow me to explain. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the river into the city. The Rust Devils are a group of ruthless raiders who utilize robots for their nefarious practices. They scour the Commonwealth looking for my kind. What they can't capture and reprogram, they strip for spare parts. I realize they pose a greater threat to me than you. I just want you to be well informed. That being said, despite what lies ahead, I can easily continue to decrypt the signal as we proceed. So shall we be on our way?
Що ж, відправимося в спутникову антенну. Які б там не були рейдери, ми з ними, звісно, справимося. Да. Чим далі, тим цікавіше, правда? Обнаружити того самого механіста, який посилає своїх роботів. І да, обнаруження механіста буде весьма цікавим. Ніфіга собі танк.
You're going to regret this.
Let's do this, metal girl!
Engaging hostile target. I'll cover you, man. Are you injured, man?
Гризня між механістом і цими ржавими дьяволами. Цікаво. Ничего себе, мистер помощник. Да, не завод, а какой-то лабіринт. Ой, це не завод, це воєнна база. Броня Х01, значить. Заберу броню і передам братству.
Being non-organic, these rats won't affect me. You, that's a different story.
О, не треба було ніц нажимати. Понятно, тут вони создавали своїх роботів Франкенштейна, так сказати.
You don't look like one of the rust devils. What are you doing here?
What did the Rust Devils do to you?
They felt that by keeping my head online would prove useful to them. Fortunately for me, they're stupid enough to actually believe anything I say. Admittedly, it hasn't gotten me very far, but it has saved me from the same fate as my rather unfortunate comrades you see in pieces around you. Now, back to my original question. What are you doing here?
Hunting down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon? How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for, and you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
How could I possibly help you?
Willing to listen? How surprising. I'll take that as a gesture of good faith as I describe our potential bargain. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill two simple conditions. One, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And two, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my head, I'm still bound by my original programming. It pains me to admit it, but one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So, while I'm not the most charming robot you've ever encountered, the last thing I'm going to do is violate an agreement we made. Now that we have that out of the way, do we have a deal?
О, звиняйте,
Feel a
відволікся.
wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering in the middle of a hostile location and get us both out of here at once.
Let's take
dodge the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
If you find any spare parts, you be sure to let me know.
Show your face!
Components?
Come on, no sign. Of them now.
О, ігра. Як з журнала «Веселье Пробко».
Nice.
Bugged out, all right.
You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
Unidentified.
Я не люблю йти по путі більшого сопротивлення. Просто я запутався. Оу. Надіюсь, це недалеко. Сука, це на самому початку.
What did the rest of
They felt fortunate, admitted.
Hunting down a radar.
A rate, that's a bit. I calculate.
How could I possibly...
Willing to listen.
Sure.
Now, how, in order to find the mechanism, I'm willing. 1 and 2.
How do I know you'll keep...
Even though there's a human brain floating, it pains me to admit it. So,
Deal.
a wise. Once we're at our destination, well, come on. Let's not wait around for more horrifying monstrosities.
Destroys my robot allies.
Ладно, цього разу я піду тим самим шляхом, яким прийшов. І не буду нариватися. А, ні, ніфіга. Там ходу нема, таки прийдеться перти через високе сопротивлення.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
What the hell was that?
You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
Nothing.
Approach and identify yourself.
Ну, цей термінал мені не потрібен. Він, от судя по кабелю, він очевидно управляє турелями. А турелі я вже знищив.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds. This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair.
Hey, I think someone's out there.
Had I a body, I would have killed her myself.
Да, карабін Теслу цікава
6 of
штука.
one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human.
Вінок штурмотрона цікава штука.
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
Меч зроблений з лапи штурмотрона.
Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't...
Hey,
Yes.
here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
What else do you know about them, Ada?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built with a very different design philosophy in mind. General Atomics' intent was to use the human brain to augment the robot's functions. Primarily simply to accelerate the decision-making process. Free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
That's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Your personality defines you as an individual. Never let that go.
You're right. All of the good memories I've experienced being Ada would be lost if my personality mode was shut down. I can't afford to lose them. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
Що ж. Побудуємо тіло для Джезебел. Потім за кадром поремонтую цю броню.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 4 a.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Hey,
How may I be of service?
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. It's 5 a.m. This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of a body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
I'm sorry you feel that way. It's the best I could do.
Yes. Well, it's certainly better than being stuck to a machine surrounded by rust devils, poking and prodding me for their amusement. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist, amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
Helping the people of the Commonwealth? You?
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
You don't help people by killing them. That's insane.
On the contrary, assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary. But given your minimal intellect, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
Can we stop with the petty bickering and just get to the part where you tell me how to access the Mechanist facility?
I promised to answer your questions. And unlike humans, I don't have the capacity to lie. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all. Haven't you already interfered enough? Go away.
Да, кришу в неї знатно. Логіка, як в этого, Скайнета з Термінатора. Щоб спасти чоловічество, нужно його уничтожити. Ну що ж, а говорити з Адою... Я буду в наступних відео. Дякую за увагу. Пока.